Have you ever felt like you're on autopilot, just following the same predictable path everyone else is on? Day in and day out, you're doing the same thing, getting the same results, and it feels like the future is already decided for you. If that resonates with you, it might be time to take a step back and rethink your approach. Breaking free from the cycle isn't easy, but it's the first step toward truly taking control of your future. Too many people keep repeating the same patterns, unaware of the traps they're falling into, traps that prevent them from creating the lasting wealth they dream of. But here's the good news. It's entirely possible to step off that conveyor belt and start building the life you want. In fact, 2025 is the perfect time to make a change. By identifying and avoiding the 7 key traps that most people fall into, you can take proactive steps to secure your financial future. If you're ready to stop being a passive player in your own story and start building wealth with purpose and direction, let's dive into these traps and learn how to avoid them. Your future begins now. Segment 1. Don't work for just money. Most people settle for a stable job and let their earning potential plateau. This approach might offer temporary comfort, but it limits long-term success. Imagine 2 scenarios. Path A, a boring, well-paid job where growth stops after a while. Path B, a challenging, lower-paid job that builds your skills and opens doors to exponential growth. The key difference? Path A focuses on short-term gain, while Path B emphasizes skills and equity. Start prioritizing high-income skills like copywriting, coding, video editing. These are in demand and offer huge earning potential. Every skill you gain adds to your personal Swiss Army knife of abilities, making financial failure almost impossible. For example, my first job as a carpenter's apprentice taught me invaluable lessons, even though the pay was low. Skills are not just a safeguard, but a springboard. Imagine being in a job where your expertise leads to endless opportunities. You're not bound to one role or dependent on a single employer. This kind of freedom makes you the master of your financial destiny. The rise of the digital economy has amplified this further. With platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, even part-time freelancing can be a gateway to building high-income skills while earning. Think about what's possible when you're building your portfolio and bank account simultaneously. Additionally, industries like AI, blockchain, and data analytics are on the rise. By investing time into learning these skills, you're setting yourself up for long-term relevance and prosperity. Consider taking online courses, earning certifications, or even learning through free resources like YouTube and forums. The knowledge is out there, waiting for you to claim it. Takeaway: stop chasing just money. Build skills that make you indispensable. Segment 2. Avoid buying a lifestyle. You can't afford luxury lifestyles on social media are often a mirage. Many people showing off expensive cars and vacations are drowning in debt. Reality check. 37% of Americans can't handle a $400 emergency. 60% can't afford a new car. Instead of sinking money into depreciating assets like flashy cars or designer clothes, invest in stocks, real estate, crypto. These assets grow in value and generate income, allowing you to afford luxuries without stress. Wait until you've built your wealth to live like a king. Consider this. Picture 2 individuals. One spends every paycheck on luxuries, living paycheck to paycheck. The other invests that same money into appreciating assets. In a decade, who's in a better position to enjoy true financial freedom? The answer is clear. What many don't realize is that living below your means isn't about sacrifice. It's about setting yourself up for greater rewards later. By controlling your spending, you're freeing up resources to create wealth that compounds over time. Let compounding work for you, not against you. For example, instead of financing a luxury car, what if you invested that $500 monthly payment into an index fund earning 8% annually? In 10 years, you'd have nearly $90,000. Multiply that over decades, and you're looking at a life-changing sum. Actionable tip: create a simple budget. Allocate funds towards savings and investments before spending on wants. Automating these processes ensures you stay disciplined and consistent. Takeaway: don't let appearances fool you. Invest wisely and build real wealth first. Segment 3. Stop trying to do everything yourself. You're talented, but no one can outcompete a strong team. Even legends like Elon Musk didn't succeed alone. After PayPal's success, the PayPal Mafia supported each other, creating giants like YouTube and LinkedIn. If you're starting small, collaborate with others who complement your skills. For example, older business owners often struggle with tech. By helping them modernize, you'll gain valuable experience and income. Tool recommendation. Use platforms like Odoo to streamline tasks. Create professional websites, manage teams, and handle invoices, all in one place. Think about it. Why spend hours figuring out something you're not good at when you can team up with someone who excels at it? Collaboration isn't just efficient, it's a multiplier for success. Building a network is another way to ensure you're not alone in your journey. Attend events, join online communities, or connect with mentors who can guide you. Collaboration isn't just about sharing the workload, it's about sharing knowledge and opportunities. Consider the example of tech startups. Founders often bring different strengths to the table. One might excel in coding, while another handles business strategy. This combination creates a powerful synergy that accelerates growth. Actionable tip. Identify your weaknesses and actively seek partnerships or tools to fill those gaps. Remember, outsourcing doesn't mean giving up control. It means focusing on your strengths. Takeaway. Collaboration multiplies your impact. Leverage the skills of others to accelerate success. Segment 4. Limit inputs and focus. Too many opinions can paralyze you. Everyone has advice on what you should do, but not all of it is useful. Solution: define your end goal. Seek advice from experts who align with that goal. For example, if you want to start a side hustle, learn from those who've successfully built one. Cut out general noise and focus on actionable guidance. Why this matters. Imagine you're driving to a destination, but everyone you meet gives you conflicting directions. You'd never get there, right? The same applies to your goals. Clear guidance from trusted sources is invaluable. Social media, while inspiring, can often be an overload of inputs. Avoid comparing yourself to everyone else's highlight reel. Instead, curate your feed to include only those who inspire and guide you toward your specific goals. Another key aspect of limiting inputs is creating a system for decision-making. For example, when evaluating a new opportunity, ask yourself, does this align with my long-term goals? Will this add value to my life or business? Is the advice coming from someone credible? Actionable tip. Dedicate time to reflection and goal setting. This clarity will help you tune out distractions and focus on what truly matters. Takeaway. Clarity and focus are your superpowers. Don't let distractions derail your progress. Segment 5. Don't let ego drive you. Ego blinds you to growth. Arrogance stops people from learning, and they miss valuable lessons. Think of the iceberg principle. The knowledge you have is just the tip. Most of what's important lies beneath the surface. The wealthiest people are lifelong learners. They embrace humility, seek advice, and take small, consistent steps toward their goals. Real-world insight. Have you ever met someone who's so sure of their way that they ignore everyone else's input, only to fail spectacularly? Don't be that person. Stay open to new ideas and perspectives. One way to avoid falling into this trap is by practicing gratitude. When you appreciate what you have and recognize the contributions of others, you create space for growth and collaboration. Humility also helps you see opportunities others miss. For instance, being willing to admit gaps in your knowledge allows you to seek out courses, mentors, or experiences that fill those gaps and propel you forward. Actionable tip. Make a habit of reviewing your decisions and seeking feedback. Use this information to improve continuously. Takeaway. Stay curious and humble. The more you learn, the more opportunities you unlock. Segment 6. Stop blaming others. Blaming external factors robs you of control. When you shift blame to others, you're giving up your power to change. Example: late to work? Don't blame traffic. Own up to leaving late. Failed a test? Don't blame the teacher. Reflect on your study habits. Choose self-accountability. Instead of pointing fingers, focus on what you can control. Think about this. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people often boils down to accountability. Successful individuals own their mistakes and learn from them. Unsuccessful ones make excuses. It's not just about acknowledging mistakes, but also about acting on them. If something isn't working, adapt and move forward. Blaming others only keeps you stuck. Reflect on how you approach challenges. Are you quick to assign blame, or do you analyze what you could have done differently? This shift in mindset can transform how you approach problems and solutions. Actionable tip. At the end of each day, write down one thing you could have done better and how you'll improve tomorrow. Takeaway. Stop using a magnifying glass to find fault. Use a mirror to reflect and grow. Segment 7. Avoid staying in your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Over half of people never leave theirs and often regret it later. To expand your horizons, take risks, like starting a side hustle or learning a new skill. Set goals that push you beyond what feels safe. Embrace challenges, as they're the stepping stones to success. Example. I started my business after stepping out of my comfort zone. The journey included risks like traveling to China to find a manufacturer for my brand. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Real-life application. Think about one thing you've always wanted to try but never dared to. What's stopping you? Often, the biggest obstacle is fear of failure. But failure is just another step toward success. When you push your boundaries, you discover strengths you didn't know you had. Whether it's public speaking, pitching an idea, or learning a new language, each challenge adds to your confidence and capabilities. Think of your comfort zone as a muscle. The more you stretch it, the stronger it becomes. Over time, what once seemed intimidating becomes second nature. Actionable tip. Set a monthly challenge that pushes you out of your comfort zone. Document your progress and reflect on your growth. Takeaway. Growth begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Take the leap. If you're ready to take control of your future, start by avoiding these 7 traps. Build skills, invest wisely, and expand your comfort zone. Success in 2025 is within your reach. Don't forget to check out my latest video. What's the best way to start investing online with just $100? It's packed with actionable tips to help you grow your wealth. Hit subscribe and join me on this journey to financial freedom. Let's create a life of real wealth together.